Hello students, welcome to Saurav Sir's classes. Today we will be solving a few questions on General Aptitude for the GATE examination. In this question, one word that is antagonistic is selected in the paragraph. We have been given the 4 options and we need to choose one of the options that matches this word, which has the closest meaning to this word. So now let's read the paragraph first. If you are looking for a history of India, or for an account of the rise and fall of the British Raj, or for the reason of the cleaving of the subcontinent into 2 mutually antagonistic parts, and the effects this mutilation will have in the respective sections, and ultimately on Asia, you will not find it in these pages. For though I have spent a lifetime in the country, I lived too near the seat of events and was too intimately associated with the actors to get the perspective needed for the impartial recording of these matters. So here the word antagonistic is closest in meaning to option A impartial, option B argumentative, option C separated, and option D hostile. The correct answer for this is option D, that is hostile. The next question is S, T, U, V, W, X, Y and Z are seated around a circular table. T's neighbors are Y and V. Z is seated third to the left to T and second to the right of S. U's neighbors are S and Y, and T and W are not seated opposite each other. Who is third to the left of V? Now, let this be the table. It is given that T's neighbors are Y and V. So if we take T to be here, we'll have Y and V as its neighbors. It is given that Z is seated third to the left to T and second to the right of S. So say Z is over here to the right of S. U's neighbors are S and Y. So U would lie between Y and S. And T and W are not seated opposite each other. Since T and W are not opposite each other, so W would be here and X would be over here. Then who is third to the left of V? Therefore, from this figure, we can say that X is the person who is third to the left of V. For option A is the correct answer. The next question is, trucks 10 meter long and cars 5 meter long go on a single lane bridge. There must be a gap of at least 20 meter after each truck and a gap of at least 15 meter after each car. Trucks and cars travel at a speed of 36 kilometers per hour. If cars and trucks go alternately, what is the maximum number of vehicles that can use the bridge in 1 hour? Option A 1440, option B 1200, option C 720, and option D 600. Now given that the speeds of both car and truck is equal to 36 kilometers per hour, so in 1 hour they travel 36 kilometers, that is 36,000 meters. So if we analyze this, we'll get the situation to be something like this. So we have a car which takes 5 meters, then a gap of 15 meters, then we have a truck which occupies 10 meters and a gap of 20 meters. So this total distance is 50 meters. So the maximum number of vehicles is the total distance 36,000 by 50 into 2. Since in a span of 50 meters we have two vehicles, a car and a truck, so this equal to 1440. Therefore option A is the correct answer.